Welcome back. The federal government's program to clean up Ogoni land is proceeding slower than expected. Launched in 2016, many watchers had believed that the project would help to not only ameliorate the plight of the Ogoni people, but also render environmental justice to a people after decades of agitation in which the likes of Ken Saro-Wiwa paid the supreme price. In this special report, Cyril Abako provides some fresh insight after attending a stakeholders meeting in Port Harcourt.
For more than 30 years, the Ogonis, a minority Nigerian ethnic group, few in number but their land abundant in oil reserves, have sought for a better deal from international oil miners exploring and exploiting their land. In 1990, they presented the Ogoni Bill of Rights to the Nigerian government, but it was not until 26 years after that the government responded to the high pollution that has ravaged Ogoni land. In 2016, the federal government launched the project to implement United Nations Environmental Programme's report recommendations to clean up the worst polluted sites the world has ever known.
But it is difficult to say whether we are making the expected progress or not. On reflection, the need for stakeholders to come together to appraise our efforts and how well we have been playing our roles, thus has become very crucial. This, of course, is the reason for this town hall meeting.
Participants at this forum questioned the pace and method of the work adopted by the body set up by government, Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, HYPREP, to carry out the cleanup.
The cleanup is taking place, but the livelihood of the people are not considered. That's my problem. Come to my community, the sicknesses there is so much. Cancer, everything. I want to talk about this health thing. 2,000 women, they said they are going to train. 2,000 women from the 4 LGAs. Now they came down and said they will train 400. The 400 said, we have not even seen. 2,000, we have not seen. The women are dying.
Do you consider it necessary to publish your report in a journal?
What is the level of cooperation between you and traditional rulers of Ogoni?
As more hard questions poured in, they were met with equally strong answers.
If you can Google it now, Google it as we are speaking. If you have the report, open it. Page 227, Center of Excellence. He said all the capacity built and the lesson learned in the process of the remediation will be used for the commencement of Center of what? Excellence, for purposes of sustainability. You have not read the report. The issue of water. Somebody is waving to me like that. If you say it's a lie, I will drive back to the office and bring the report and you will see it. Yes, read it, it's there.
HYPREP believes things are not as bad as the leaders of the Ogoni make them. It was a point on which common ground was difficult to reach.
Ogoni land, there are levels of what? Traditional rulers. If every traditional ruler from the beginning to the end say, yes, we have not met them, therefore we have not met traditional ruler, I don't think that's a correct thing. With due respect to all of you, our doors are open. We are ready to talk with anybody that we found ready to talk with us.
Some of the key issues in contention include lack of uniform interpretation of the UNEP report, skipping emergency measures, internal conflicts over land ownership, women participation, stakeholder management, inadequate sensitization, and lack of potable water. Eventually, a resolution came within reach. As the panel sought to provide perspective for productive engagement, an attempt was made to ensure that deliberations weren't left hanging in the air.
Obviously, yes, we are making progress. The first batch, which we looked at, they are not so contaminated. So the best remediation technology to be used there is bioremediation.
Even so, the all-important questions soon followed.
How many has been cleaned? Then two, you mentioned the fact that there are milestones that were set up. What is the level? What in that milestone, which and which have you achieved?
No site has been successfully cleaned. They are all on different stages of cleanup. Some have reached 25%.
Some are yet to reach 25%. Some have, the maximum anyone has reached is 50%.
At its launch in 2016, the United Nations Environmental Programme acknowledged that the cleanup process would not be an easy one. The task to clean up Ogoni land will neither be easy nor fast, but it needs to be done. If we succeed here, it will demonstrate that degraded environments can be restored, sending a signal to many other communities around the world that peaceful cooperation can lead to positive outcomes. With the prospect of becoming the world's most wide-ranging and long-term oil cleanup exercise ever undertaken, the job of fully restoring the Ogoni ecosystem is estimated to go up at least $1 billion and last between 25 to 30 years, with many contaminated sites targeted. With these long years and huge amounts of money, when the question is asked about how the average Ogoni indigene is affected, this answer says it all.
First of all, what we want is water. Because water is life. And if the environment has been destroyed completely, where you are not farming again, you are not fishing again, and you don't have water to drink, that is a way of sending everybody to death.
From its slow start to the contention over whether emergency measures are being compromised, one thing is certain: a successful cleanup of Ogoni must involve more fruitful collaboration and adequate sensitization of millions of Ogoni men, women, and children whose lives and means of livelihood continue to hang in the balance.